What is up, YouTube? Mr. Shurs and Mr. Mrs. Today I'm gonna bring you another story time. So this episode is gonna be I'm gonna be announcing something for anybody who wants to ask me questions or of possible stories that I could tell. Go ahead and tell me, and I'll be, oh yeah, that did happen to me, or like maybe an most embarrassing moment, or most trouble I've gotten into, or something bad that happened at school, or something funny that happened at school, or just something really funny, anything like that, and I'll tell you. But this isn't that much of a recent story, but might as well tell it, you know. So this is my run-ins with the cops. I've had two. So the first one was not too many of you who have watched, which also I'm gonna make. Well, I just might as well say it right now. I was looking at my video views on the desktop site on my iPod, because it's just too much work to go all the way over to my computer and live it. I'm just kidding, but I was looking at it, and it said 137. I'm like, what? I looked at my video, and it said there was only a certain number. Those were only local views. Little did I know, I have multiple views over in other countries and in other states. I think that was just mainly other countries. I have more views. Like in the Netherlands, I have people watching me. But I had 137 views total. So thank you guys for your support. I thought there was no one out there really, but hey, you guys are out there, and that makes me happy. But the first one was not a lot of you know me really. But one of the things I like to do, like a hobby, is free running or parkour, whatever you want to call it. And basically what that is, if you don't know, is it's kind of hard to describe. The best way to describe it is using your body with speed and agility to get to a certain point using the most efficient route. So you don't have to get to a certain point exactly. It's just using efficient routes to get places. So like jumping, over obstacles and things while keep on running instead of walking around them to take the extra time. And, jumping all the way downstairs. And, you can also add flair and style with it by doing, like, flips and stuff, or twists, or whatever you want to do. And, there's also a lot of stuff to it. It's pretty much gymnastics for guys, really. But it's, definitely got way more hardcore. I guess that's what it's called, parkour. I really don't know the origins of the word parkour, why they call it that. But, I do that as a hobby and everything. So, I was at the park, the local park that is not too far away, and I was doing parkour there, and I was jumping over benches, I did climb up a few trees, just that was part of my parkour run pretty much though, and then all of a sudden there's a cop that says, "Hey you, come here real quick." And it was a girl, which that has nothing really to do with the story, but, I don't even know. But, so I go over there and I'm like, yes ma'am. And, I'm a little nervous. I'm not too nervous though, cause, yeah. But, she says that, I was violating some rules of the park. Which I had no idea that you weren't allowed to do some of these things. She brung me all the way over. She gave me a ride in her police car. So she's like, just get in the car. I'll take you down. We're gonna go look at something real quick. I'm like, oh no, oh god. I was just over here. Oh gosh, what did I do? But all we do was drive to the entrance of the park, and she shows me the sign, and it's a sign that says that you're not supposed to jump over benches like I did. You're not supposed to climb up trees. So the rules that I was violating was I was jumping over benches or climbing. It said don't climb on top of or jump over benches. I'm like, well, what kind of rule is that? I mean, I don't know. You know, I've seen some people do parkour and, you know, little kids jump and climb on top of the benches all the time. You don't see them get in trouble, but I mean, they are little kids, but still. Also, what I was violating was you're not supposed to climb up the trees. Apparently, there are multiple signs around the park that says do not climb up trees. I didn't see these. I was blind, I guess. You know, I do have problems with my left eye, if you can't tell by the contacts that are in there. I'm just kidding. I have no problems with my eyes. I have almost perfect vision. So, and also apparently I was harassing people. What? How am I harassing people? Apparently, I was harassing people by, you know, jumping over everything and running around like a maniac, like a little hooligan of my generation, as the woman said. I was doing unjust activities at the park. I'm not sure what the word she used, unjust or unright or whatever she used, but I was doing things that I shouldn't be doing at the park. So, that was my first little run-in. The second one was, this one got scary, like, fast. So, me and my cousin were out, and he has these CO2 airsoft guns. And we were out in the front yard just messing around with them, you know. They weren't loaded or anything. We were just pointing at them just for the noise, you know. Wait, the noise? You just wanted it for the noise? I don't know. It was, we enjoyed ourselves. I don't know how. But just thinking about it, like, there's all that air packing that punch, making that noise. It's so cool, you know. And just imagine how much force I could do. So he decides to point at me. And there's a cop over here that we didn't notice at first, on the end of the corner. He pulled over a guy for, it was something to do with alcohol, because we could overhear them talking a little bit. I don't know if he was drunk while driving, or if he had, lots of alcohol in his car, so it was suspected to be drunk while driving. But we don't even know. But, so, you know, he pointed at me. And he's like, I got you now, and he shoots it. And, that was the first time we shot him with the cop route. The cop turns around, and, you know, he didn't know where it came from, because my cousin had it using it, like, hello, what? You know, he doesn't know where this is, or where it came from, because he didn't see the gun, because my cousin had it, like, on his, like, held against the side, so the cop didn't see it. He wasn't trying to hide it from the cop, but he just had it there. So, you know, he turns around and keeps on talking to the guy, then he points it at the cop, and shoots it. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. The cop looks just in time to see him point it at him, shoot it. He flinches a little bit because he didn't know if it was loaded or what. He flinches a little bit. He's like ready to pull out his gun and ready to get out of the way of that. And then he's like, get on the ground right now. Get on your knees, hands behind your back, you know. And then I'm just over here. Oh crap! I didn't even know what to say. I was just like, oh no, because I didn't have the gun. He was the only one with the gun right now. My gun was, or the gun that I was using wasn't there. But what happened was, I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was barking going all on, but my little sister was yelling. But, so, the cop is like, get on the ground right now. This is a male cop. And it's just freaking, he's going crazy. I mean, he's like, get right down now. He comes over to him. He's like, drop the gun right now. So he, you know, he throws the gun behind him a little bit so the cop can get it. The gun checks it out. He's like, oh, this is an airsoft gun. Because, you know, he was telling him, it's just an airsoft gun. It's just, he's almost crying at this point. He's like, it's just an airsoft gun. And so he's freaking out. He goes over, looks at it, he's like, oh, this is an airsoft gun. You're right. But still, whether it's loaded or not, or you shouldn't be pointing any kind of weapon at, especially not at an officer, because I could be putting you in juvenile detention right now, JDC, which is the Juvenile Detention Center. I could put you in JDC right now. And he's like, oh crap, I'm sorry, man, I didn't know, you know, he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you off just because you probably didn't know, even though I could tell Yeah, we were teenagers. We were 13 at the time. Or we were gonna be teenagers, or you wouldn't even know, because my voice was, or my voice is pretty deep compared to my cousin's, really. But his is, it's there, so, he could tell that, you know, we're past puberty. I will say I'm not quite over with puberty, you know. I'm still going through stuff, you know. I can't, like, go as high, like, I would always do these impressions with a really high voice that would, you know, make my friends laugh. I can't really do that too much anymore. It's like, it comes out all scratchy, I don't even know. But, so he could tell that, you know, we're not little kids. But he's still like, oh, you probably didn't know, so we'll just let you off. You know, I'm gonna let you off. He goes back over to the guy, brings the guy into his car, drives off. Have a good day now. And my cousin is still on his knees, crying. He's not crying like. He's not extremely crying. I actually did a high voice right there. I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know. My voice cracked, but I tried to do that. But yeah. So that's pretty much my story time for today. You know, he was still down on the ground crying, not heavily crying. He's like, man, that was scary. I'm like, yeah, it was. I had a little bit of a smile on my face. I had to be. I'm like, but you know, so yeah. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support that you've been giving. I've not been getting many likes, but I get views. So, at least I know there's no one watching me. No one, you know, at least enjoying this. Because I know I make my friends laugh all the time with my stories. And the things that I'll say. And, you know, the jokes I'll make. You know, things like that. But, we're going on 12 minutes now. So, I gotta end this here. So, it's not freaking, oh my god, what a long story. It was 2 stories combined into one video. But, yeah. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being a Mr. Sir or Mrs. Miss. I mean, Mr. Miss. I don't even know. Thank you. Peace out, YouTube.